What is up, guys? It is James, and I am back with another video. Today, I'm going to be doing a trade recap. I don't post all my trades anymore, but I'm going to go ahead, do a little trade recap for you guys today, show you guys what I took, made $4,660 today across my 5 XFAs that I have. And it was a quick, simple trade right at market open, a little bit discretionary. So I hope you guys do learn a little bit from this video. So we're going to go hop on over to the screen real quick. As you can see, so this is the trade I took. I did have a little pre-market analysis posted in my free Discord. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead. I'll leave the link in the description down below and in the pinned comment section. But I'll show you guys a little screenshot of my pre-market analysis. As you can see, 6:18 a.m. I am on the West Coast, so a little bit over 10 minutes before market open, but this was my analysis going into the day. As you can see, I was pretty close to a T what I wanted to see. We were breaking out of the 4-hour range, which I was very, very excited about. And I'm going to go ahead, show you what I saw in this trade recap, what I saw going into the day. So as you can see right here, $932 on my 150K express accounts that I have right now. And we're going to go hop on over to trading view, and I'll show you guys what exactly I saw going into the day. So let's go to market open. Let's remove any drawings. No drawings, okay. And then we'll hop on over, just look at NQ for the day. So let's bar replay to market open. Right here. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, right here. Select bar. All right. So let's actually just ignore this big full red candle because this was after market open. But the higher time frame has been pretty choppy as of recently. If you take a look, we have a pretty big chop. Price has not been the cleanest the past 2 weeks. As you can see right here, February 12th, its price started getting choppy. We had very, very bad, poor price action within this range right here, just up and down, very, very poor price action. And it has made trading a little bit tough within the past 2 weeks. But what did we get today? We actually got a breakout of the range. Where is our range? We had a range high right here. This was our range high. And then we also had our range low right here. Where was our range low? Our range low was, this was sort of our range low right here. We had our range low right here. So price was very, very choppy within this range, and we were just consolidating within this, going sideways. And as a continuation trader, that is the conditions we do not want to be trading in. And it has been a little bit tough. But what did we get today? We actually got a breakout of this range, which is very, very exciting because price can actually start trending up or down. And in this case, we're looking to trend up higher. So after seeing that price was trending up over this range high, what do we see coming back to the 1 hour time frame? So this was, price was breaking out of this range right here. And after seeing this, I'm excited because we might go higher. And coming back to the 4 hour time frame, where do we have higher? Well, we have these highs right here. Now think about this. Is this realistic to get to? After breaking out of this range high, we're not fully confident yet that we're actually going to continue higher. We actually need to see higher closes above this range high. We want to see 4 hour closes above this range high. And at market open, we did not have any closes above. So we cannot expect this 4 hour high to get taken. How far away is this? This is 280 points away. We would have to see a massive pump to this 4 hour high right here. But where is the next draw on liquidity higher? We do have this unfilled 4-hour gap right here that was untouched, unfilled right here. As you can see, that is the next draw liquidity. You can expect this draw liquidity to get hit if we do decide to pump higher. So going back down to the 1 hour time frame, it looks like we are coming out of this range high, coming down to the 15-minute time frame. What do we see? What time is this right here? 5:45. Let's go all the way to market open. A little bit too far. Okay, I hope you guys can see. So as you can see right here, what do we have? We're breaking out of this range high right here. But once we break out of this range high, we just take, that is a significant high. So there is a chance that we actually fall back into that range. So we have to prepare for both options. Coming back down to the 1 hour time frame, what do I see? I see that there's this 1 hour fair value gap right here. 1 hour fair value gap. So what am I using this fair value gap on as? I'm using this as a sort of like a pre-market condition. If price wants to fall back into this range, I'm looking to see if price comes into this 1 hour fair value gap and respects it and continues higher. If it doesn't respect it and it actually disrespects it, I would look to target lower draws on liquidity. And what other draw on liquidities do we have lower? We have these session lows right here, London low and Asia low right here. These are two nice draw on liquidities that I would look to target if we look to disrespect this 1 hour fair value gap, if we do come into this fair value gap. But that was just sort of playing both conditions. I want to see if we want to go higher or if we want to go lower. So that 1 hour fair value gap was going to be my condition. So let's hop on over right at market open. So this is market open right here, 629. And I want to see what exactly does price do. Do we pump or do we dump? And what does price do? Price instantly pumps up. Now, after seeing this displacement up right here, think about it logically. Are we going to pump up all the way past this range high? Look at this. I'm going to go ahead and look at the 5-minute time frame right here. This is the range high right here. Am I expecting a pump? Price pumped all the way right here. This is the 1 hour or the 4 hour unfilled fair value gap. Price is all the way right here, pumped up in that 1 minute. Is price going to logically displace down, come all the way back down, all the way down to where market opened and then take out all this liquidity? No, that is a very unlikely chance that price is going to do that. Logically, we are going to want to tap into this 4 hour unfilled fair value gap. And then after that, it can displace down, reject off of that fair value gap and go lower. But I'm expecting this 1 minute 1 minute displacement to continue. This is extreme volume right here, and I'm expecting this volume to hold. So what I do not actually enter off of this candle right here, just because I wouldn't really have a break-even spot. So what I hold off and I see what the next candle does. What does the next candle do? I see that it continues higher. And after this, I'm expecting this draw liquidity to get hit, but I am not expecting a very deep retracement. But I do see that we get this 1 hour, this 1 minute fair value gap right here. And I'm expecting this fair value gap to hold. I'm expecting this to possibly get tapped into and then go straight to the draw liquidity of the 4 hour unfilled fair value gap. But I'm not expecting this 1 minute fair value gap to get tapped into and then absolutely disrespected and come back all the way down here. That is just very, very unlikely. So I'm expecting this 1 minute fair value gap to hold. So what do? I actually place a limit buy order right here at this fair value gap, stop loss right under this fair value gap, targeting this draw liquidity right here. And I actually extend my TP higher just because I do see that we do have this draw all the way up here. So I extend my TP like all the way up here, hoping that price will blow by. And if price does not blow by, I'll just trail my stop loss below this draw liquidity right here. So I set a limit order right here. This is not my usual trading, but in trading, You have to adapt, be more discretionary. And I'm a little bit more discretionary in this. This is not my usual entry where I wait for a V-shape confirmation candle coming out of a fair value gap. I'm just expecting volume to continue, tap in this fair value gap, and price to shoot up. So I set a limit order right here, and let's play some more candles. As you can see, we tap in, I get tapped in right here, play more candles. Now, where exactly am I going to go break even? Well, I don't really have a break even point, but I do manage my risk. My plan was for price to just shoot up, continue volume, and I want to see nice displacement. Once I got nice displacement, I would move to break even, but we did not get nice displacement. So what do I do after this? Right here, we actually get this 5-minute closes right here, and we actually open up this 5-minute fair value gap right here. So knowing that there's a 5-minute fair value gap right here, 5-minute fair value gap, I realize there might be manipulation into this 5-minute fair value gap and then shoot back up. So knowing that the 5-minute fair value gap opened up, I wanted to make sure I was risk free just in case we did come back into that 5-minute fair value gap. So knowing that there's a 5-minute fair value gap, I actually move my stop loss to break even after this 5-minute opens up, and we never tap back into that 5-minute. I move my stop loss to break even right here, and now I just let price ride out, seeing what price wants to do. But after seeing this, I'm very confident that the draw liquidity of the 4-hour unfilled is going to get touched before my break even spot. So play more candles, come back down, and then bang right here. So I had my TP all the way right here, and I actually trailed my stop loss right after the draw liquidity of this 4-hour got hit. I trailed my stop loss right below right here, and I actually got trailed out right here. As you can see right here, I got trailed out right there. So that was my trade recap. A little bit more discretionary, not my average trade entry. There was no really entry if you do wait for a retrace and confirmation out, but just seeing that volume right there, a limit buy order was something that I was willing to take just because I see that this gap is probably going to hold, and I'm expecting price to hit this 4-hour draw liquidity first instead of actually disrespecting this 1-minute gap right here. So that was the trade recap for you guys. Some of you guys in my group, in my Discord, were a little bit confused because they didn't see an entry, but they wanted to see my reasoning on why I took this trade. So I'm making a trade recap for the guys in my group and for the people on YouTube. So that is the trade recap. And if you guys want to see my market analysis, my pre-market analysis, every day I do pre-market analysis every day, and I do talk to everyone in my chat. I'm active in there. So if you want to talk to me, if you want to see my pre-market analysis, go ahead, join that completely free in the link in the description down below. So go ahead and check that out. If you made it to the end, if you learned something new, subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting my journey as a trader, and that is all I really have left for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.